I've got a different type of charm bracelet to show you here. This time on elasticity rather than on the chain as we did earlier on. Again, an assortment of beads, and I'm going to put them on head pins, but this time I'm going to do it slightly differently. I'll show you a different type of loop. So again, it's a 2-inch head pin. Pop it on, bend it over. Now this time I'm going to leave a lot more of my wire because I'm going to do a double loop on this. So you're looking at leaving a bit less than 2 centimetres, something like that. It's a bit of trial and error to start with, really. It depends on how thick your pliers are as well. And again, you grip the very end of the wire in the round nose pliers and you start making your loop. But this time when it comes back round, just push it to one side of the wire and just keep going round like that. So you end up with a double loop, if you can see on there. It just gives it a slightly different look. Obviously it's more secure, but I sort of do it actually for the look on these ones because I just find on the elasticity, you don't want to see the elasticity, you see more of the wire. So that's one. We'll do another one. I think I'll put 2 of these square ones on here. So bend it over. It's probably about 1.5 centimetres, getting on towards 2 centimetres that I'm keeping there. So just grip the very end of it, round, and then just keep going with it. As you can see, I keep moving the pliers because obviously you can't keep going round, your wrist won't let you, and just keep moving it round. So you've got 2 loops on there. You want the end bit to be finishing next to your beads, because if you've got it part way around here, you'll find when you put the bracelet on, it's very scratchy. Those ends can be quite sharp, okay? So we'll do that again. As you can see, I'm using all different shapes and sizes of beads here. Just lends to the look of the charm bracelet. So round, and then just keep going all the way till you get back round again, okay? Now, as before, I've got a few beads here with holes that are too big. They're just going to fall right off the end of the head pin. So I've got these little plain cups. It's just a little domed circular thing, and it just increases that surface area on the end of the head pin. So I can now put that bead on without it falling off. You can put a plain cup on the top as well to make it look more finished off, but because that's going to be in the middle of the bracelet, I don't tend to with these. So we'll trim it off. And we'll do this double loop again. So just keep going all the way around like that. Another alternative, if you haven't got plain cups or for a different sort of look, is pop a small bead on there first. And again, that stops the beads with the bigger holes from falling off the bottom. And then all the way around. Squeeze together. There we are. Okay, so I'll show you now. We're just going to put it on elasticity. Now this is a 0.8mm elasticity again. I always use as thick as I can for the work that I'm doing with. I'm going to put it on singular here just while I'm showing you, but you can, if you've got, if the loops are big enough, which they should be, you can actually do this double just to make it a little bit more secure. But with this, I just find having those double loops just helps space them out a bit. I don't need as many beads in between it. So I've just got, again, quite randomly, thread these on. And then every now and again, just to space it out slightly more, I've got these little metal pressed silver beads there to slide in, a bit like we did with the rock eyes on the last necklace. But I don't put them between every one, because I quite like it to look nice and bunched up like this. But again, this is very much a personal choice, really. These are the sort of decisions that you can make as you're putting it together. You can always try it with more beads or less beads in between. And just keep going around like this. And then with the elasticity, when you've got it long enough for your wrist, it's just a case of tying it together in a knot. As we were saying before, because this is like nylon or fishing line, the knots can slip undone very easily. So the trick is a little dab of clear nail varnish or a little dab of glue on the knot, just sets that, let it dry, then you can trim off the tail ends and the knot should hold. And that just goes all the way around till you've got the finished item.